Hello to everyone. We are starting another practice of striker pose. And the last chapter we talked about the warrior two, and today we will dive in pigeon pose. What are the benefits of pigeon pose is oriented to your hips, specifically to your hip openers. And like Lee Albert used to say, he's a neuromuscular therapist, he said that the hips are the base of your body, are the base of the house of your body. So if there is something going on in your hips, all your body will be in imbalance. There are three kinds of imbalance in the hips. When you have one hip more up than another hip, then that affects your body completely, because for compensate that, then you are maybe bringing one shoulder more down than the other, and that is hurting at the same time your neck. There are another kind of, that's the first imbalance, so one hip more up than the other. The other imbalance is that you have your hips forward. So when you lay down in the bed or in a base, you feel this curve here, and it's because your hips are flexed forward. And there is also the rotation in your hips. Like if somebody take a picture of me, upper picture, I have one hip more forward than the other. So one hip is more forward than the other, that is changing the balance in your body. And your body, for try to correct that imbalance, is bringing maybe one shoulder down or up. That is, you start to feel pain in your shoulders, in your neck, or in other areas. So pay attention to your hips. Your hips are the base of your house, of your body. So this practice today is oriented to different versions of pigeon pose. And let's start the practice. And like this is a month mental awareness, I will like to guide you for a small practice of pranayama oriented to the nervous system. So it's very easy. You make an L with your thumb and your index, and you will close your eyes, start to just take a deep inhale, cleansing, and exhale. And imagine that you are cleaning inside. So you take a deep inhale and a deep exhale, and then come back to your normal pace of breathing without forcing, just observing how you are breathing. What are the parts of your body that are moving while you are breathing? If your diaphragm is moving or not, if your shoulders are moving, try to surrender your shoulders, and whatever you need to do to just relax. And now bring your thumb over your right nostril and start to close your eyes, or if not, and inhale through your left nostril. Inhale deeply. And then block that nostril and exhale from the opposite, the right nostril. And inhale, closing the nostril and exhaling for the opposite. And inhaling, blocking the nostril and exhaling for the opposite. And concentrating in this dynamic, and exhaling in the other. Blocking and opening the opposite nostril, exhaling. Inhaling from the nostril, blocking and opening the opposite nostril, exhaling. Inhaling, blocking and opening the opposite nostril, exhale. And then coming back, releasing both nostrils and coming back to your normal breathing, just observing. And opening your eyes. Welcome to this practice of a strike pose, and let's start in the mat. You will need today yoga blocks. If you don't have a yoga block, you can use a book, a booster. If you don't have a booster, you can use a pillow and a blanket. And let's start in easy sit position. So in easy sit position, you will bring the left or the right base of your feet close to your inner thigh, and then crossing in triangle and lifting up your tailbones and sitting down again. If you notice that your back is rounding, then use a blanket for support your tailbones. So if your back is rounding and you're sitting down like this, use a blanket as support, or maybe use a block as support, and you are elongating your spine over your tailbones. And your knees are close to the floor, so you're creating a space for move the prana from your body. So I invite you now to inhale up and exhale, grounding yourself, finding a pyramid, scanning all your body, and inhaling up and exhale. Bring your hands to your belly and start to inflate the balloon of your belly and lifting up your rib cage, and exhale down, dropping down, navel in, and squeeze your genitals and your anus. Inhale, expanding your belly, lifting up your rib cage. Exhale down, dropping, navel in, and squeezing your genitals and your anus. Inhaling, expanding, lifting up your rib cage. Exhale, dropping down, navel in, squeezing your genitals and your anus. Let's do it one more time. Inhaling, expanding, lifting up your rib cage. Exhaling, dropping down, navel in, squeezing your genitals and your anus. So that's the full breathing technique, where you are breathing in the area of your lower chakras and you're expanding out your upper chakras, and the prana is moving. So inhale up, drop your shoulders away of your ears, and let's do a twist in your spine. So rotating your shoulders to one side, bringing your front hand, left hand over your right knee, right hand behind. Inhale deeply and exhale, growing in your neck. And exhaling. Inhaling up, dropping your shoulders away of your ears, growing over your tailbones and rotating to the opposite side. And breathe there. Inhale up, drop your shoulders away of your ears and walk your hands slowly, the spider fingers forward. If you cannot reach with your forehead the floor, you can use a support, a block, maybe in the high side, and support your forehead there, or in the medium side. And release there, release, inhale deeply, and exhale. Inhale deeply, and exhale. Ward your hands towards yourself. And now spread out your legs, pointing and flexing, external rotation, internal rotation. Bringing your hands together, interlacing your fingers and rotating from one side to another. And just do it slow so you can feel more the soul of your body. And yes, sometimes you will make some symphony with your ankles, with other areas. Bringing your forearms together, interlacing your palms. And releasing, checking. Bring your hands to the side. Grow over your tailbones, elongate your spine, and pointing with your toes to the sky. Bring the sole of your right foot to the side. Use your right hand to support your knee and bring your left arm up. Dropping your shoulders and wave your ears again to create a space in your throat chakra for more prana. Inhale, grow in your spine, and then you use your left forearm to wrap your right knee, right hand behind, entering in a twist. Again, inhale deeply, and exhale, pointing with your front toes to the sky. Inhale deeply, and exhale. Inhale deeply, and exhale. Look at to your left side, look at to your right side. Draw on a smile with your chin from one corner to the other corner. Coming back to center, draw a rainbow from one upper corner to the other corner. And just connecting, hearing what your neck needs. Coming back to center, unwrapping your legs, and shake. Pointing and flexing, external rotation, internal rotation. Dropping up and back your shoulders. Coming back to center, and now bring the sole of your left foot to the side. And bring your right arm up, dropping your shoulders away from your ear, growing in your neck, growing in your spine, over your tailbone, and bring your right forearm to wrap your left knee, bringing your left hand behind, grow over. Inhale deeply and exhale, front toes pointing to the sky. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Look at to your right side, look at to your left side. Draw on a smile with your chin from one lower corner to the other lower corner. Draw a rainbow with your chin from upper corner to the other upper corner. And connect with your neck at the same time. Coming back to center, releasing your legs, checking out. Opening your legs more wide. Pointing and flexing. External rotation of your feet, internal rotation. And now bend your right knee, bringing the sole of your right foot to your inner thigh. Grow in your tailbones and inhale up. And then rotate your chest to the side, bringing your left hand over your toes. Breathe. Maybe you don't reach your toes, so you can bring it over your leg. Breathe there. Bringing your right hand in your supine area. Open your chest to the side. Breathe. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Your breathing will tell you if you are reaching the pain area. So no violence to your body. Listen what it's telling you. And come back to center. Unwrap and stretch that leg. Check it, and pointing and flexing. Grow over your tailbones. External rotation of your feet, internal rotation, and bend your left knee, bringing the sole of your left foot to your inner thigh. Grow over your tailbone, inhale up, dropping your shoulders away from your ears, and now rotate your chest to the left side, landing your right hand in your toes, right toes. Breathe there. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Bring in your left hand in your supine area. Open your chest to the side. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And listen your breathing, your own pace. The waves are coming in or coming out in each inhale and in each exhale. Coming back to center, unwrapping your legs and check it. Bring it together. And bend your knees to the side. Use a blanket to support your knees. We want to take care well of our body, so it will last for more, our space suite. And coming table. So stacking your wrist below your shoulders, your knees below your hips, spreading out the fingers. You are rooting down and connecting with the energy of the planet. Inhale and draw down your belly, tailbones to the sky, chin up in cow. Nurturing your spine, and exhale. Bring your chin towards your chest, navel towards your spine, pelvis pointing to the ground. In cat. Inhaling in cow. Exhaling in cat. Inhaling in cow. Exhaling in cat, bringing your navel in. It's not about how fast is slow. You are touching the muscle areas. You are opening and listening more to your body. And exhale in. Coming back to center. Roll in your left toe and lift up. And then bend your knee in front of you, still pointing your right foot in. You will start to regulate and see how much you can open to the side, walking your feet to the side and opening a little more. If not, it's okay. And then now bringing a little behind your leg, landing there in Pigeon Pose. In Pigeon Pose, the first option is that you be up using your hands for support, but the back foot is also activated, so anchor the back foot to the ground Engage in your lower back muscles. Inhale deeply. And exhale by creating a space in your chest, also for heart opener here. And bring your chin up. If you are not able to land your back feet, you can roll in your back toe and keep it bent here, your back feet. You can have the option to land in your forearms at the second phase of the Pigeon Pose. And the third option is to land all over in your forehead in the ground and breathe there. You will take like 10 breaths to correct the fascia and start to bring your focus in your right hip. And inhale, coming back to center. The other variation of Pigeon Pose, it would be to bending your back knee and supporting with your right hand. With your left hand and breathe there. So bring your awareness to your quad, to your left quad, and surrender more. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And release that leg. Coming back to center. You can also use a block as support for your hands here. Inhale deeply and exhale, or 2 blocks if you have to. Support your hands here, and that is helping more. So create more space in your chest. And inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Release the blocks. Roll in your back toes. And coming back in high plank. Breathe there. Breathe there. Create a line between your back and your legs for more strength. You can bend your knees behind your hips. And then landing again in table. Let's do it in the opposite side. So we do in this angle so you can see more better. So we'll roll in your right toe in this case and lifting up, bending your front knee to the side and pointing your left feet, starting to move your left feet to the side. So we're doing this angle too. So you can see in another angle. Step back your right feet, roll in your toes, and lifting up so you can bend your knee to the side. And that knee is, at the beginning is pointing in, and you start to regulate and move your feet to the side. As you are able to regulate, listen your body, and now you step more back, elongating your back leg and releasing the toes, anchoring the back feet to the ground, engaging your back muscles, And entering Pigeon Pose. Again, you can use a block, one block, to support your hands here. Inhale deeply and exhale. Or two blocks if you have, in the medium high or in the more small high to come in. Engage your lower back muscles and create more space in your heart. Bringing your awareness to your left hip. Breathe there. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. The second version is to come in your forearms. Breathe there. Or go all the way and resting in your forehead. And breathe there. Connect with your breathing. And breathe in the tension areas, releasing the tension. Inhale deeply and exhale. Breathe. Walking your hands towards yourself. Roll in your back toes, lifting up and entering now in downward facing dog. And this is another transition that you can do from downward facing dog or from table to pigeon pose. Start to walk your heels towards the ground. Bring everything to the back side of your body. Bring your navel in, relax your head. Point your tailbones to the sky. Breathe. And walk your heels towards the ground. Inhale deeply and exhale. So coming up from downward facing dog to pigeon pose. Come back to center in downward facing dog. Inhale and bring your right leg up. Bend your knee between your shoulders and lean to the side your knee and elongating your back leg. Releasing the top of the feet of your back leg, anchoring that feet to the ground and entering pigeon pose. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. Surrendering more. Bringing also attention, activating the top of the back feet to the ground, so this is your anchor. Breathe there. And then entering your hands, roll in your back toes and entering downward facing dog again. Moving everything to the back side of your body. Just relax your head, bringing your navel in, maybe micro bending your knees. Tailbones to the sky. And walking your heels towards the ground. And then let's do it for the opposite side for being the balance. Inhale and bring your left leg up and bending your knee between your shoulders and opening to the side. You regulate how much you are opening to the side and elongating your back leg, releasing the top of the feet to the ground, anchoring the top of the feet to the ground. Breathe there. Inhale deeply and exhale. Again, use one yoga block or two yoga blocks or support your hands if you need to. Breathe there. Inhale deeply and exhale. The pigeon pose have the benefits to your hip openers, to open more your hips, create more flexibility in your hips, but also in your digestive system. And it's also activating your lower back muscles. So it's bringing more strength in your back. It's working in the psoas too. In a version, it's working with the quads when you bend your back knee and you are supporting. You're releasing tension in your quads there. Breathe there. And release. Roll in your back toes and coming back to center, to downward facing dog. And just notice the difference from one side to another. Bring your navel in, tailbones to the sky, relax your head. Breathe. And now bending your knees towards the ground, entering in table. We'll roll, crossing your legs and rolling. Remove the blanket from the mat. And entering in seated position. So I will use a booster for support my back. You can do this against a wall too. So this is a version of the Pigeon Pose in seated position. So you are bending your knees here and then bringing the right ankle over your left thigh. Bringing your hands to the side and then moving from one side to the opposite side. Moving from one side to the opposite side. Keeping your back straight from one side to the opposite side. You can bend more your knees. You regulate how deep you are going to do this or not, and move from one side to the opposite side. From one side to the opposite side. And coming back to center, unwrapping your legs and moving windshield from one side to the other side. And coming back to center, now let's do it with the opposite leg. So bring your left feet, ankle to your right thigh. Elongate your spine, grow in your tailbones and move from one side to the other side. From one side to the other side. Coming back to center, unwrapping, and check it, check it, check it. Inhale up and land your hands in your toes. Breathe there, elongating your spine. Maybe micro bending your knees if you feel pain or not. Breathe there. And now go all the way in your back. So we will do the reclined Pigeon Pose version. So go all the way in your back. Inhale and bend your knees towards your chest. Give a big hug to your knees. And exhale. Inhale and lift up your head, bringing your nose close to your knees. And expand your belly at the same time. Working with your digestive system. And exhale. And now landing the sole of your feet to the ground and still keeping bending your knees. And bringing your right ankle over your left thigh. And lifting up your left feet. You can use your hands to support that leg. And breathe there. Breathe there. And use maybe your right hand to move away your right knee from you. Breathe there. And now move all the structure to your left side. Use as support a blanket if you're not able to reach the ground, and bring your arms in T position, feeling full contact of your shoulders with the ground. Breathe there. And bring your awareness to your right hip in this case. Inhale deeply and exhale. Coming back to center, unwrapping your legs, landing your feet and windshield side to side. Inhaling one side, exhale in the opposite side. Coming back to center, bringing your left ankle over your right thigh, lifting up from the ground, the sole of your right feet. Use your hands maybe to support your leg behind. Breathe there. Breathe. Or another option is to just use your left hand to move away from you, your left knee, and right arm to the side. Breathe. Breathe. And now move all that structure to your right side. Keeping your shoulder blades in contact with the ground. Breathe there. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Bringing your awareness to your left hip. Breathing there. Wherever is your focus is your energy. So surrender more. Find any tension area and breathe there. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Surrendering. Because what you resist persists. So just surrender. Surrendering more. And inhale, coming back to center. Unwrapping your legs. Bringing the sole of your feet to the ground. Windshield from one side to the opposite side. Coming back to center, inhale and lifting up your pelvis in bridge. And exhale down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now drive with your arms over your head, inhaling up and exhaling down. And inhaling up, exhaling down. Surrendering. Bringing your knees towards your chest, giving a big hug again. Lifting up your head, bringing your nose close to your knees. Breathe there. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Surrender your head to the ground. And now bring your legs up, pointing and flexing, your arms in T to the side. External rotation, internal rotation. And now bending your knees. Resting in your elbows, use your hand to support your knees and feel the opening in your sacral chakra and your root chakra. Surrendering more and opening more. Breathe. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Bringing the sole of your feet together in supine butterfly. Breathe. Use your hand to support. And surrendering more. Hold your big toes and bring the sole of your feet to the sky. Entering happy baby. And you decide from one side to another side to move or back and forward. You decide which area of your back you want to do massage and do it. Gentle. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. Release and bend your knees again, resting in your elbows. Release more. Bringing the sole of the feet to the ground, knees together, elongating all your legs, elongating all your body, full stretch. Breathe there. One alternate Shavasana is bringing your arms to the side, palms looking to the sky, lifting up your chest, bringing your shoulder blades together, and landing there, surrendering, identifying which areas of your body are surrendering to the gravity, and the remaining ones surrendering more. This is one Ojjana Shavasana. Another Ojjana Shavasana is using the booster or the pillow, the big pillow, body pillow that you're using, and doing a four. So you are bending your front knee and bending your back knee and resting here, working still with your hips, or bringing your front knee to the side and bending your back knee, touching the sole of your back feet, and rotating your torso completely forward over the booster and resting in your right cheek, on your left cheek, so you will need to take half time from one side to another side and resting there, surrendering. That's the mantra today. Surrender to the change. Release your need to control. Control is just an illusion. Surrender. And take care of yourself. And you can define how much time you want to stay in your Shavasana and honor your body and your story. And I thank you for joining me in this practice today. I am honored that you joined with me, and thank you again for showing up. Namaste.